be with this information and maintain your skepticism. I like skepticism. Skepticism can take you one of two places. Skepticism keeps you thinking independently, which I'm a big fan of, big advocate for. It can also prevent you from diving deeper into the concepts. So you gotta just be with it, see which resonates with you, okay? The idea is all the information, be skeptical, keep an open mind. So we're going to really kind of pull the rug from beneath the feet with some of this conversation today, because I'm going to be reminding you, this is the other thing, I'm just reminding you of things. We're always going to start out with this. We move from judgment to observation, which I think is a lifelong endeavor as you continue to process this. You move into, in this group, we really are talking about the concept that there is no right and wrong, bad or good, fair and unfair. And we can hear that, and that sounds lovely, but I mean it in the most literal sense. So we can kind of apply it to less provocative topics, and when we get into deeper topics, and it sounds so wrong based on how you've been trained, I'm going to start to challenge you guys on that, because it isn't wrong. It's misaligned. Misalignment is different than wrong. So we'll continue to be with that. I want to start out with a thought, which is, the last time we got together, there was, so as I say to you, we're moving from judgment to observation. I'm going to speak very directly today. So it sounds, in the directness, I want you to understand there's no blame and there is no criticism. This is not what we're talking about, but I'm going to speak very directly. The last time we got together, there was a tremendous amount of density and a tremendous amount of fear going on. Fear is not bad and wrong. It takes you to one of two places. It either stifles you and the obstacles of your circumstances continue to perpetuate and we do not expand in those areas, or we can take the fear and we can get curious about it. And just like Jen's meditation today talked about storms, they're violent. They destroy things, but that too passes. And the question is what state are you left with? So we're going to start to talk about, and I'm going to need to have you guys start to ask your questions. This becoming the frequency receiver. I've talked about it in the past as if you are participating in a new language. The reality is, it isn't a new language. It's something that has been trained out of you. Everybody is kind of coming from the premise that you're living your life, you're being with your life in a very trained way. It's a very trained way that everybody is. So all of the systems that I talk about, and I say this with great respect because I am not anti-anything. I'm not anti-anything. The religions, the political system, the academic system, the medical system, they aren't wrong, but they are massively incomplete. Massively incomplete. And now you're taking the opportunity to sit here and start to consider from your own frequency, how do you want to expand this? It's not about railing against what is, it's about imagining what it is that you know. But you're going to have to imagine it. If you stay tethered to the circumstances, there's no movement. If you judge and assess everything outside of yourself through circumstances, people, places, and things, how it looks on paper, I am not saying that that's wrong, but I'm saying it's a circle that you will continue to move through. I think some of these concepts are extraordinarily relieving when we think about them. Like, you can't get this wrong. You can't do anything wrong. I don't care what you've done or what you're doing. It isn't wrong. There's always some energy that pulls you to do it. So if you continue to judge yourself, then you're left with the frequency and the density of guilt and shame. And I'm telling you, it's just going to keep showing up in your vortex. Vortex is just reality.